Hello, 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 everybody. This is Robin from Roaming with Rover, and this is Fun with Fiber. I had a wonderful time this week. I had so much fun, such a good time working with the projects. And I actually ended up with a little more stitching time than what I normally do. I think I had 2 whole days where I didn't have to leave the house. So that was super, super nice. And I did a little tidying up and a little rearranging and, things that should have been done a long time ago. But I spent way more time stitching than I've got to do in a very long time. So I really enjoyed it. So let's jump right in. Last week, we did the spinning wheel and it was stitchery. And as you recall, we pulled the pink bag, and the pink bag had the, this way, have the design of the leaves that turns into a pillow. That's interesting. Turns into a pillow. So one of the reasons is because I've been thinking about how do I actually turn this into a pillow. So if anybody has ever done one of these and turned it into a pillow, I would love to know what your process was, because that's going to be my next thing, is figuring out how to do that. But I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed working on this project. And I showed you the picture and showed how much had very little of it was done. And I know you can't tell from the front. Oh gosh, that's pretty. But look at the back. You can tell from the back how much of this I accomplished this week. And I'll tell you what, I worked on this so much that my hands started hurting. I was getting shooting pains up my hands, and I had to stop and switch and do something else. Because look how thick this, I was thinking this is about a worsted weight yarn. I think it's actually a 5 weight. I am literally using darning needles in this. I don't want to drop it. I'm using darning needles in this thing to work on this project. But I'm loving it so very much. I'm loving it so very much. I think maybe another week, maybe 2 weeks, and I would have that done. So that's item number 1. And that's the one that we pulled last week to work on. Item number 2 that I worked on a lot this week was the previous week's, which was the crocheted Annie's Attic Crochet Striped Afghan Club. This is the Afghan. And when I pulled this out of my WIP a couple weeks ago, I had just finished stripe number 7, which, if I'm counting right, if I'm looking at this thing correctly, that was this much. I had this much of it complete. I have now, check this out, I have got this much of this thing done. So I have finished from here all the way to here. I am getting ready to start stripe number 16. I'm loving this process. And I have learned a lot this last week. I've learned a lot about myself. As you recall, I was on the verge of just chucking this thing. And now I'm just loving this project. And I know I will get to a point where, because I remember it was towards the end, there was 2 or 3 of the stripes that I really struggled with figuring out the instructions. I think there was one, maybe only one, where I had, and it was this cross thing, where I had to go and look up how to do it. Couldn't figure it out. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But for now, I'm still really loving it. I'm going to keep this on my lap. I'm really loving this process. I'm also working on the 50 squares, which that's the knit project, and you'll see that video every Wednesday. And I really hope you guys are popping over and looking at it. Even if you're not a knitter, it's still a fun little project. The book was Learn to Knit in 50 Squares, and you literally started out with the most simplest of knit, just plain knit, and then every week we add on a skill, and I cannot even remember what week I'm on, but I'm plugging away at those things, getting them done and keeping up with it. Really enjoying that, learning something new all the time. So I really do hope that you'll pop over and watch those videos, and those drop every Wednesday. This week we were supposed to do the knit spinny wheel knit thing, and I'm not going to spin the wheel. And the reason is, and I mentioned this before, last week I took a class at my local yarn store, which is Applewood Barn. Cutest little store. Just adore that place. So Applewood Barn, I went and took a class. It was a knitting class, and it was learning to do mosaic knitting. And so this is what we're making. It's called the Flannel Crush. It's a little scarfy thing. Little neck scarf cowl thing. And it's by Samantha Guerin, Guerin. If you go to Ravelry, there's probably 100 million people that have made it. This is mosaic knitting. And first of all, I got to tell you, it's really different from mosaic crochet, which I love mosaic crochet. It's one of my favorite ways of crocheting. But I find that even though the process is interesting, I'm finding that you can't do nearly as much with it as you can with mosaic crochet. So I'm still thinking I'm going to like the mosaic crochet more. But let me show you what I've done. If I can get this picked up. So we use 2 colors, same concept. You go all the way over and back with one color, and then you switch colors and then over and back. So this is what I've got so far. And I think it's about 30 rows in, maybe. So pretty. I love the colors. Aren't those beautiful? And this are the 2 yarns that I'm using. This is called a Zabra ball. And it's all multicolored like that. And they come in all different shades. Well, you know me in the purples. So that's why I grabbed this one. And then the teal, I thought that was a good mix. And the teal is, I don't even know what yarn it is. Let's just see. It is called Amble. Oh, it's by the Fiber Company. And this is Amble Wandering Souls. And it is merino wool, alpaca, and recycled nylon. So it's a good strong blend. And I was going to tell you the color is called Wastewater. W-A-S-T. It doesn't say, that's interesting, it doesn't say the weight of it, but I would say that it's probably a 3. I would call it a 3 weight. So, DK. All right, let's put this label back in here so I don't lose it. But these are all washable. And that's pretty much all I work with. I'm just not careful enough with things to be making stuff out of non-washable items. Okay, so that is the merino. Not the merino. The mosaic. The mosaic knitting. Mosaic knitting. And I do really, okay, so this is what the front, so that's where your design is. And then the back just looks like, it just looks like different colors back and forth. Yeah, so I got a long ways to go. Just so you know, I will not be done with this when the rest of the class is done and we're supposed to be finished and sewing our ends together. That's not going to happen. We all know that about Robin. So let's talk. So instead of doing the spinny wheel for the knit, that's my project because I got to work on that for the class. But I also want to have a conversation with you because, and I've talked to a couple people about it. The whole point of the spinny wheel was to get my WIPs done, right? So each week I'm pulling a WIP, working on it. And so far, I have finished several items, several of my WIPs. There's 3 stitch WIPs over there, and then I finished this blanket, and it's just amazing to me how much stuff I've actually finished. And this is my thought right now. Could always change. Instead of spinning every single week like we've been doing, I want to keep working on the project because, like I said, I am loving working on this. And it's within, you know, spitting distance of this thing being finished. Then I would have another finished WIP. And I'm loving working on this right now. Will I get all 30 rows done before I burn out again? Who knows? But I'd like to keep working on it while I'm still enjoying the process. So I think right now, and 2 weeks from now, this could be a whole different thing. I think right now I'm going to pivot a little bit with the spinny wheel thing. And when I pull something, as long as I'm enjoying working on it, I'm going to keep working on it, possibly until it's finished. Bigger projects, that's probably not going to be a thing. It could be that when I'm working on something, a bigger project, after a couple of weeks of working on it, I'm going to get bored and I'm going to want to put it back in the thing. And then I'll do another spinny. So for right now, I'm going to keep working on these three, call these three spinny items, and see where we're at when it's time to do the next spin. I hope you guys are okay with that. But I feel like, at least for now, I feel like this, continuing to work on this, is going to get me closer to my goal, which is finishing my WIPs. Tell me what you guys think. Somebody told me that they think by doing it like this, I'm actually gonna not do as much work on the items. I'm gonna get burned out faster. I think that was what she said, something like that. I'm sure she'll tell me again. But for right now, I'm just gonna ride with the excitement. I know what it was. It was kind of like leave them wanting more. So put this away while I'm still excited to work on it. So when it comes up again, I'll be really excited again. And I understand that theory. I understand that concept. But I'm also the type of person that when I want to work on something, I want to work on it. I want to keep working on it. So I think I'll get pretty far along doing it like this for now. We shall see. So in theory, when I finish this, we'll spin the stitchy wheel again and get another stitching project. When I finish this, we'll spin the crochet wheel and get another crochet project. We'll see. Okay, so officially, this is my knit project of the week, which was, you know, the knit came up anyway. So this will be my knit project of the week. And I'm going to keep working on this, and I'm going to keep working on this, and we'll see what happens next week, okay? All right. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Please like, please subscribe, and let me know what you think. Should I keep working on something while I'm excited to do it, or should I put it away at the end of the week and grab another item? I really want your opinion. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.